All right, let's talk about something that is no joke, the absolute foundation of any successful business. We're talking about goal setting, but I want you to think of it a little differently. Think of it as the architectural blueprint for your company. Without it, you're just kind of throwing bricks in a pile and hoping for the best. With it, you're building something that lasts. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so you've seen this, right? You walk into an office and you can just feel the energy. Everyone's busy, keyboards are clacking, people are rushing around. But then you look closer. One team is crushing it, hitting every milestone. The other, they're just spinning their wheels. So what gives? What's the real difference between them? It all comes down to this, a clear blueprint. And that's the secret sauce, isn't it? It's not about being the busiest person in the room. It's about having a shared plan. The effective team knows exactly what they're building. Every single action, every brick they lay has a purpose. The other team, they might be laying bricks faster, but they have no clue what the house is supposed to look like. And that right there is what we're talking about when we say goal setting. It's the actual process of drawing up that blueprint. And listen, this is way more than just a wish list or some motivational poster. It's the honest-to-goodness framework that guides every single decision. It answers that one crucial question. Why are we even here? What are we building together?
Okay, so to really dig into how all this blueprint works, it's magic. We're going to break it down into three main parts, three pillars. And we have to start with the most critical one of all, the people, the human element. Because at the end of the day, a business is just people. Now, when you look at these points, they're not just a list. It's like a domino effect. Think about it. When you give people a clear direction, it gives them focus. That focus, that sense of purpose, it's incredibly motivating. And when everyone's motivated and moving in the same direction, accountability just kind of happens naturally. Everyone starts pulling together, and you get this incredible alignment.
And this really nails the motivation part. I mean, it's just how we're built, right? We need something to aim for. That feeling you get when you hit a target, that sense of, yes, we did it. You just can't fake that. A well-defined goal gives people that mountain to climb. Without it, you're just wandering around, and honestly, that's just exhausting and demoralizing. So here's a little thought experiment for you. Seriously, think about your own work. If you walked around right now and asked 5 of your teammates, hey, what's the number one thing we're trying to achieve this quarter? Would you get one clear answer? Or would you get 5 kinda sorta different ones? If it's the latter, your blueprint might be a little blurry. And that clarity, that's everything. All right, pillar number 2. So we've got our people aligned and fired up. Awesome. But now we need to talk about the how, the actual machinery of the business. We're calling this the operational engine. And guess what fuels it? Yep, those goals. See, goals aren't just fluffy, feel-good ideas. They're real, practical, roll-up-your-sleeves tools. They're the starting point for any real planning. They act like a filter for every single decision you make, where to spend money, who to hire, what project to greenlight. And maybe most importantly, they're how you keep score. They let you know if you're actually winning. So look at how this works in practice. It all starts with the goal. From that one goal, your whole strategy unfolds. Once you have the strategy, you know exactly what resources you need. The right people, the right budget. And then bam, every little decision after that becomes so much easier because you can just ask one simple question. Does this help us achieve our goal? Yes, do it. No, don't. And this is so important. Without goals, you're basically just guessing where to put your money, your time, and your people's talents. And you end up wasting them. You're trying to do 10 things at once and doing none of them well. But a clear goal, it's like a super-powered magnet. It pulls all those valuable resources in one direction, focusing their power where it matters most. This is where the rubber meets the road. Goals give you a scoreboard. Look at this. Instead of just having a feeling about sales, you have a target, 100. And you know where you landed? 85. Now you're not just a little behind. You know exactly what the gap is. That's not discouraging. It's empowering because now you have a real problem you can actually solve. Okay, so we've got our people aligned with the human element. We've got our processes humming with the operational engine. Let's talk about our third and final pillar, the strategic shield. This is all about looking ahead, protecting your business from whatever the world throws at it, and making sure you're not just surviving, but growing for the long haul. And wow, look at the difference here. Without goals, you're in constant reaction mode. You're a firefighter running from one blaze to the next, just trying to make it through the day. But with goals, you become a strategist. You start anticipating challenges instead of just reacting to them. You're adapting with purpose. It's the difference between being a boat tossed around by the waves and being the captain steering the ship.
All right, let's put all the pieces together. We've talked about these three pillars: the people, the operations, and the long-term strategy. And the key thing to remember is they don't work in isolation. They all lock together to form one strong, solid business blueprint. And that's really the whole picture, isn't it? Your blueprint for success. You've got the human element, which gives you that motivated, aligned team. You've got the operational engine, making sure everything runs smoothly. And you've got the strategic shield, protecting your future. When you get all three of those humming along together, man, you're unstoppable. So I'll leave you with this one question to chew on. Think about your own world, your company, your team, maybe even just a project you're working on. Looking at these three pillars, the people, the process, the future, what is the one single, powerful goal you could set right now that would make your blueprint stronger?